But can we talk about how my wispies are just ridiculous? Hey there, welcome back to Limabean Living. If you guys are new here, my name is Emily. Welcome to my little motherhood channel. In today's video, I'm just going to be sharing a little bit of my day with you. Aubrey and I recently moved to California and we're with my parents. Juan is going to be joining us soon. And I have a lot of work to do. I have been working on my consultant work using my, math ed PhD to help my old advisor. And we're kind of on a deadline to, get this content out there. So I am blessed to be with my parents finally and kind of have just some extra babysitting help. So they are watching Aubrey right now. I have driven to Starbucks and I'm gonna go ahead and get my drink and see if I can work there. I have my mask, so we'll see how all of that goes. But when I get back, I actually have my very first ever collaboration with a company. So I'm gonna be filming a video that's already out as you guys are watching this. It's a Key Babies backpack review. So I'm excited. You guys are gonna get to see me kind of open it and my initial reaction. That will not be in the other video. So I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to, I feel like our channel is growing and I don't know, it's just a big step for me. So we're gonna do that, and I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you guys that I've gotten from Tiffany Beaston. She's a big YouTuber, so she was kind of my inspiration behind starting this channel in the first place. But the recipe is called Marry Me Chicken, and it is delicious. I'm gonna be making it for my parents so that they're gonna be trying it for the first time, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So that will be kind of in the later half of this video. So I just got done working at Starbucks. Got about 2 hours of work in, so I'm thankful for that. Got an iced coffee refill. If you guys don't know about that, you definitely want to take advantage of that little perk. If you guys are a Starbucks member, it's free to sign up. You get a free drink the first time you sign up anyways. And if you finish your drink, then I think maybe once you're a gold member or whatever, if you go enough times, you can get an iced coffee or a hot coffee refill for free. So I usually get mine and I put some white mocha in there, and it kind of tastes like a white mocha, but for 60 cents rather than the $3 or $4 it actually costs. So I'm gonna go ahead and head home. My mom is putting Aubrey down for a nap right now, and let's go open that backpack box. I'm so excited. Here it is, along with my broken sign. I don't know if you guys saw this in a previous video, but it's a little sign I made for less than $3. And unfortunately, it kind of fell apart because I left it in my car when we were in Arizona. So the hot glue kind of melted, but this is gonna be an easy fix. So we will get that done today. In fact, let's do that now. Ready, set, all right. That was easy enough. Let's get to the main attraction. So as I mentioned, this is the very first collaboration that Limabean Living is doing. I'm excited. This company reached out to me, and I'm excited to film the video for you guys, which if you're watching this video, the review's already posted. The other thing that got me excited was on the label, it's addressed to Limabean Living. I kind of feel like I should save it for memory purposes. This is cute. Ooh, I like the color. It collapses down and size really well. So as an initial response, I think that the packaging is really cute. They include a really sweet little message to you, because I know that, as parents, it can feel a little overwhelming. It doesn't always feel like you're doing a good job at parenting. And so they just kind of included an encouraging note. So I will make sure to check in with you guys after I'm done filming this. After I'm done with this, I have to head downstairs and start preparing dinner, preparing the Marry Me chicken, which is going to be delicious. I know my family's gonna love it. And I'm not really sure when this video is airing with respect to some other videos, but if I haven't mentioned already, I am living at my parents' house. We're moving back here because with Juan getting out of the military, we really don't know where he's going to be working, and it would, in our opinion, be a little foolish to commit to like a year's lease somewhere without really knowing where Juan is going to be working. Luckily, my work is a little bit more flexible and I can work from home, so we are going to be kind of holding off until we find a place to live relative to where Juan's working. So with that comes extra people around. You may catch glimpses of my parents or my brother, and you know, I'll try to get their permission, obviously, if they're going to be in the video. But if not, you know, you might hear them in the background, and that is, you know, who we're with. So lots of changes. I'm excited to bring you guys along, you know, when we start looking at houses, and that, you know, that next stage in our life is going to be pretty exciting. So when I talk about my family, it's no longer just Juan, Aubrey, and I. It is my parents as well as one of my brothers who, you know, lives at this house. So to kind of wrap up that conversation, I made the maple mustard crusted chicken for them yesterday, and they were in love with it. So it's not just me, it's them too. So if you guys want to check out that recipe for the dinner that I made last night that, you know, had high regards in my household, I'll link that video up above. When I first made the recipe, was not sure I was gonna like it. I was like, maple syrup and mustard on chicken, like, ugh. But it turns out so good, you guys. You have to give it a try. Again, it's linked above. And since you guys aren't gonna watch me film my review of this cute backpack, let's go and make dinner. I'll make sure to include the details of this recipe in the description box below, but you are going to need your chicken, however many breasts that you want. I find that 4 or 5 breasts is probably good for this recipe. You're going to need salt and pepper. We're going to be using a 1/2 cup of the marsala cooking wine. You want chicken broth. I only have vegetable broth. We're going to be using 3/4 cup of that. I have this ginormous thing of oil. You can use olive oil. We're going to use a tablespoon of the oil. Sun-dried tomatoes, about a 1/2 cup. I may just use this entire thing or maybe just half of it. You're going to need some thyme, some garlic, an onion, some Parmesan cheese, and heavy whipping cream. We're going to start by just preparing the onions and the garlic. I don't know if there is a quicker way to do this, but I kind of actually find it relaxing peeling each of these little cloves. And I consider this 2 cloves of garlic, even though they actually come in like multiple things. And I like the taste of garlic, so we're gonna use all of this. I want to say I have seen some people put like the garlic cloves that haven't been peeled yet in maybe like a jar of water and shake it around. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have a little hack for peeling the garlic. After cutting up and preparing the garlic and the onions, I seasoned my chicken with salt and pepper. If you have a pan that can work on the stove and also go in the oven, I would suggest using that. Unfortunately, at my parents' house, they didn't have a pan that could do that. I actually have one, but it's packed and it is with Juan in Texas at the moment, so we couldn't use that. So just to kind of deal with that situation, we used this little griddle or skillet or whatever it's called, and I did all my cooking what would normally be done on the stove here. So first I seared the chicken on both sides for, I want to say 5 or 6 minutes each. Again, everything is in the description box below. And then I cooked the garlic and the onions and all the other ingredients in the skillet and transferred it all to this dish that's now going to go in the oven. This method did take a little bit longer and created a little bit bigger mess than if you had a skillet that could go from stove to oven, but overall it wasn't that much of a hassle. Now that the chicken is in the oven, I turned on our rice cooker. We're gonna cook some rice to go along with this meal. And honestly, I think this would go well, it's good by itself. Let's just put it that way. It would go well with some type of like Brussels sprouts or asparagus or some type of green vegetable. I think the aesthetic would be nice. And you know, maybe whatever fruit you want as well. But can we talk about how my wispies are just ridiculous? You guys, I didn't remember how bad California was compared to Texas where we were at, but you're gonna be seeing a lot more of my baby hairs, I guess. So anyways, I will show you guys what the dinner looks like when it's out, but let's go check on what my little daughter's doing with her grandma. Are you out playing with Nanny? The ball? Uh-huh. You get to experience grass finally. The flag. Pine cone. Pine cone. We had fun out there. I replanted a plant. Yeah. And I got great pictures of her. Are you waving to Papa?
Mama.
Yeah, that's a picture of me and you, Aubrey. Chubby legs. So we ate dinner. It was yummy. Because I had to use vegetable broth and not chicken broth, and I used more marsala cooking wine and tomatoes the last time I made it. To me, it tasted different. It had like much more of a mild tone to it. So when I make that next time, I'll probably add more cooking wine and maybe up the tomatoes. I pretty much doubled the Parmesan cheese, and even that it's like Parmigiano Regga something. And I'm curious to see if, because it's different from the cheese I used the last time I made Marry Me Chicken, there's just a lot of things that are different. So I will keep you guys updated if I make it again and use somewhat like different ingredients to be more in line with what the recipe calls for rather than the substitutions that I had to make today. I want to thank you guys for joining me in this little kind of day in the life type of video. If you guys are new here, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That really helps out my channel. And I will catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Woohoo! You've made it to the end of the video. If you didn't know already, my name is Emily from Limabean Living. Welcome. We are so happy to have you. We post videos every Monday and Friday on a variety of content: lifestyle, cooking, cleaning, military life, DIYs, encouraging mathematical development in children, and so much more. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time.